Hi guys, finally I got a game going. This game is not a lobby game that I was expecting to do. In fact, this is actually a random pub game with some people that I happen to know. So I do apologize if this isn't the expected format that you were expecting to see for the Friday Night Drunk Dota. I am not playing, although there is a guy in the game called Amiga, so this could be interesting. Those of you not familiar, I am Amiga Kai, and there's my information there. You can see on your screen right now a link to my YouTube channel and a link to my Twitch account. Hit follow, hit subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. If you can actually hit those, I'd much appreciate it, because the more support I have, the more pulling power I have for more premium events. Doing a quick plug-in now for Southern Cross Dota. Southern Cross Dota being a community hub for the Australian New Zealand network. They look to promote events, look to grow casting, all kinds of things. If you're looking to run an event and you want some help, this is the place to go. Or if you're just looking for a group of people to play with, if you're on the Australian New Zealand network and you're looking for someone to play with in terms of a team, playing on maybe a more professional level, go along to Southern Cross Dota, that's one word, .com, sign up to their forums. So they've got some useful blogs and some useful utilities that will really, really help you. Again, I was on Mickey Kai. There's my information. Jumping into the game now. The game's already underway. The game has actually, we can see that there's a number of heroes already being selected for both teams. As I said before, this is an all-pick game. This is not a captain modes game. So let's have a quick look at the startup items. Quite like the Sand King's build here, with the pickup of the early Sentry Woods means that he's going to be able to deward, and that now with the new patch changes means that it is quite influential. Those of you who are not familiar, these wards, they've got a very, very long time. You can only buy one ward on startup, which means you have to wait roughly 6 to 7 minutes before you can pick up your next set of wards. So dewarding now in the early stages of the game being very, very crucial for most matches. And you can see here on the opposing team, no one picking up dewards just yet. In fact, one person being AFK, which is the person I happen to know, so let me take a second to message them and tell them to hurry up. As you can see here, there is a bit of a delay. The pick player taking some time to pick. That is probably my fault. Giving some instruction there on Steam as to actually how to use OBS and cast. Those of you not familiar with OBS, you can add me on Steam. That is Omega Kai, Omega being the primary word, and Kai, Ki, being the second word. But there's one word together, all together, Omega Kai. I will give you some instruction. I will tell you, give you whatever information you need to start your own casters, because believe it or not, the Australian New Zealand network, it does not have enough casters. Have a quick look at the teams here. You can see the Radiant team picking up Queen of Pain, a Doom, a Sand King, a Kunkka, and a Troll. It looks like they're trying to do some kind of trail lane here. This could be successful with the inclusion of a Troll, but I don't really know if it is a trail lane, given that they've got a Doom there. So this Doom is likely to be jungling. In the bottom lane, Sand King with Troll King, with Troll Warlord. I don't know if that's going to work. That's going to come down to the denies from the Troll King with that range ability. I mean, on the top lane has Kunkka. I would have expected Kunkka to be in the bottom lane, but he's quite comfortable being in this top lane. He's going up against a Lifestealer and a Lich. Sorry, it's not Lich, what's he called now? Necrolite. He's up against a Necrolite. Necrolite being one of those semi-carry pseudo builds, so this could actually work in the favour of Kunkka. He's on his own at this stage with a tri-lane. It looks like it is a tri-lane with a Rubik. This is being a very, very common combo with Lifestealer and Rubik. This could be first blood in this lane right here. They only have 2 lockdowns in the form of open wounds and the kinetic ability, but you can see telekinesis. But you can see here that neither of you has picked that up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it is a Queen of Pain versus a Shadow Fiend. This is going to be a tight game. Queen of Pain having that domination on the runes, being able to blink out and sort of get domination on the runes, even without that ward vision. So this Shadow Fiend needing to play very, very aggressively. And first blood being picked up in the bottom lane, completely missed by myself. It was a dive there by the Troll Warlord. He did dive with I think it looks like maybe a combination of Sand King's earlier damage. Well scored there by this bottom team. And look, and I'm right. This is a tri lane consisting of a Doom, which is very, very unusual. We don't see Doom being used as a tri lane, although he may be looking to just farm with some creeps and look at farm that jungle. We can see here now that this Rubik is in a dangerous position. He's looking to try and dive, and it looks like they will dive extremely hard, and they do pick up this They do pick up this Kunkka very, very easily. These three heroes taking a lot of damage to do so. Healing slave being used to, healing potion being used to heal up with the Rubik. Very well played. 1 for 1. This tri-lane, you don't see many tri-lanes in pub, so very, very excited to see how the tri-lane's going. Although they're up against a Kunkka, and this Kunkka, all he has to do is really stay back, get whatever last hits he can with his splash, and he's going to be a formidable force to deal with in the late game, because he's going to get those early levels. Meanwhile, these kind of two pseudo-build carries in the form of Necrolite and the Lifesteal are going to be competing for last hits. If not, this Necrolite's going to be relegated to a support position, which makes this team not as strong as it could be, given that they also have Morana who's soloing in the long lane. And I don't think this is particularly a great strategy, given that she's up against the Troll Warlord. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm talking about us, but I love Morana, I love her ability to go invisible at level 6 and that ganking potential from there, but it's all about how she can land those arrows. Meanwhile, this Troll is gonna get a lot of last hits, because that's what Troll does. Having cool click at CS now. You can see that the lifesteal is picking up 12. Oh, I just missed that. Kunkka having taken out Rubik, but also being killed by the tri-lane. But you can see here, just looking at the heroes' hit points, they took a serious amount of damage. It wasn't like it wasn't for nothing. So there's probably a win there for the Kunkka, given that he is going 3-1. But anyway, looking at the last hit, you can see that this lifestealer sitting at the top of the table with 14, followed by the mid lane Shadow Fiend, and the bottom lane Troll. It shows me this Kunkka is getting very, very little CS, but that's okay. He just needs levels initially. Once he gets those levels up, he's going to be something. He's going to be a force to reckon with. So these guys need to be the Dire guys in the top lane need to be very, very careful in terms of how they progress. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, Queen of Pain not doing so well on 7 CS versus her counterpart of Shadowdam, who's picking up a lot of CS, and he's got almost maximum souls, which shouldn't be happening against the Queen of Pain in the mid lane. He should be being driven out, but he's not, which shows that the skill here is actually in the favour of the Shadow Fiend. He is doing very, very well to sort of control this mid lane section, though neither hero is really picking up any mini ruins at this stage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we see Troll picking up quite a bit of CS. He isn't really being driven back at all by this. Whoa, you can see a lot of damage going down to Marana. She's using the leap to get out of the way, which is you expect here. That escape mechanism being well utilised. As I was going to say, this Troll picking up a lot of CS as you expect, up against the Marana, who really needs to land those arrows at the opportune moment with support around. But with this Doom and the jungling and this sort of Sand King with a pull through, that was a complete pull-through, a double pull-through, in fact, given at the right time. This is very, very well in the favour of Radiant in this bottom lane. They're doing very, very well. Having gone those double kills, leaving this Troll to free farm in the bottom lane, and also pick up all that CS and XP uncontested, and they can get their levels. The supports are getting their levels in the jungle, and so I think this is actually working out. Although I thought that the tri-lane consisting of a Doom was very, very unusual. As you can see on your screen, Shadow Fiend doing exceptionally well, and I hate to use that word a lot, but he's easily picked up this Queen of Pain in the mid position. Wow, and he looks like he's also going to get this Dome. With those maximum souls, he's doing an incredible amount of damage. So much so that they're not being able to contest it. And this shouldn't be happening against the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain should be able to dominate Shadow Fiend in the mid position with some screams, with a slow dagger, with a bunch of abilities. But it's just not working. This Shadow Fiend's obviously got a superior skill to the Queen of Pain, and this is showing through in the terms of kills and also probably XP graph if we go to it. But I don't want to jump to it just yet. Top tower. Kunkka now back into the top lane, having TP back after dying twice now. He's not feeling very, very confident in this top lane, although he just has to survive in order to win this top lane. He will outdamage these guys if he can survive long enough. And you can see there's that torrent and almost the pickup of the lifestealer. All he has to do is right click down. Oh, look at that. lifestealer being kept alive just by the Necrolight's abilities plus his own lifesteal. So it is very, very close. Rubik in the mix. So this Kunkka can't be as aggressive if he wants to be because he knows he doesn't have the ability to deal with those two lockdowns. Although he does have a serious level advantage over them. In the bottom lane, we can see this troll potentially getting this Mirana 2 or 3 times, but her escape is just shutting him down. He can't catch her because he doesn't have any lockdown, so she just jumps away. And if he can get some support from his two supports in the jungle here in terms of the Sand or this Doom, he'll easily pick her off without a doubt. But I don't think the Radiant supports in the bottom lane have realised. And we can see here that looks like there's going to be a bit of a dive here. No, I thought there might be. I thought there might be a dive in the top lane here, given that Kunkka has it's significantly. He's got a 6 versus the. Oh wait, Nikolai 6. I am totally wrong with how this top lane was going to work out. Nikolai picking up enough CS and enough XP in range, I guess, to go toe to toe with Kunkka. So not really working out for Kunkka. He needs to stay closer to the range. And as you can see in the bottom lane, the troll with the support, as I called it earlier, did get that support in order to, with that Burrow strike, did get that actual kill. That's what I was just expecting to see, because we could see before that she was using the jump to get away a number of times. And let's have a quick look at the graphs. You can see here, if I can move this out of the way, that it has gone back and forth between the Radiant and the Dire. It is probably pretty much neck to neck. There's nothing you can really say in terms of who's in the lead, although the gold difference says it's 500 in the die, so that's nothing. That's one hero kill. The graph, the kill rate above you says 3 to 5, and that's pretty close. It's anyone's game just yet. Although you can see out of this die team, better synergy happening with the Shadow Demon, with this Rubik and Lifestealer and Necro combo. And although this Kunkka's on his own and he's picking up a good amount of CS and a good amount of XP on his own, it's not nearly enough. You know, Lifestealer sitting on 46 because he's picking up that extra CS in the jungle, helped by double stacks and triple stacks from the Rubik. No support here for Kunkka, so he's on his own. Meanwhile, we can see the Shadow Demon. He's looking to take him out. He's invisible. He opens up with the right loads. He shreds the damage. She has to blink out, and she almost gets away. She almost get. Oh, I was going to say she almost gets away. She does get away. Not pursued by the Shadow Fiend. Doesn't know where she's gone. Otherwise, he would have followed that up. And she's just sitting there. She's looking to get killed. If she's not careful, she will get killed. No, she's looking to bring something on the chicken. No, she's DC'd. So nothing's happening with her in the mid lane area. Doom doing alright. Doom doing what Doom does well. He is good as a solo, and we see him quite regularly used in the safe lane solo because he can just run into the jungle and pick up that farm. In this case, he's being used primarily as a pull stack / jungler, allowing the other support, which is the Sand King, to pick up some CS. And if we have a look at the boots completion, you know how those guys who follow my channels know how I like to talk about boot completion. We can see here there's 2 boot completions on the Radiant team versus only 1 on the Dire team, although they do have this Hand of Midas sitting on Lifestealer, and that is a serious late game item. He's picked that up very early, and that means that he's looking for the late game. He's looking for those to pick up that farm and just really hammer them in the late game, and so they need to shut him down. They need to mobilize a ganking squad and go after this Lifestealer repeatedly. Although I guess they can't see this what I can see, but you know, they need to do this because he has reverted to jungling. He has got that Hand of Midas, and although I don't think Lifestealer is a particularly good jungler in comparison to others, he is going to pick up a lot of CS and a lot of XP and a lot of gold and a lot of farm because he's going to be uncontested, and that's when the game can definitely go against you. We're back into the game now. It looks like there's a number of DCs. I'm not really sure what's going on. This isn't a very eventful. I apologize to those who are watching either on Twitch or on YouTube. This game not working out as I intended in terms of the cuss, but hey, that's what happens when you've got Friday Night Drunk Dota. It just goes either way based on what's going on. So let's take a look, and I guess we can use this opportunity to talk about what's going on this particular weekend. Well, according to my friends, I should say, my not so friends at Dota 2 New Zealand or D2NZ, they've got some games on this weekend, which is GTB versus KT on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. GD versus VN on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time, and RMK versus Diet, which is the quarterfinal of the 4 bracket for on Sunday at 7:30. So those should be interesting games to cast. I will be casting at least 2 of those. I don't know if I can make all of those on time, and that's just because of a prior commitment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right, back into the game, guys. Going to look to try and cast and improve my casting ability here. They have resumed the game without the Queen of Pain. They've decided to play on, and this is going to probably work against the favour of the Radiant team. Then, every second that this Queen of Pain is not in the mid position, it's another second that this Shadow Fiend gets out of control. But all those pauses being used, there's not much they can do. And we're hearing a fest going on, and it's an explosion somewhere. What a waste of an invest. I don't think invest is really best utilised as a farm ability. But I guess this Lifesteal is looking to pick up as much farm and as much CS as possible, so he can sort of roll into that late game phase and do very, very well. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane here, we've got this troll. He's doing a combination of lane and jungling farming with the help of his Doom Matey and his Sand King friend, but Morana's been left alone, and she is picking up a lot of CS. If we look at her at the chart, she's sitting not very well, I guess, in terms of CS. She's only sitting at 14 versus Doom's 35, so that's okay. They can leave it a free farm, but I just know if you leave Morana alone for long enough, she becomes a pain, because not only does she has this gank ability in the form of her ultimate, she does pick up enough CS and enough gold to be able to get a Desolator, and that's when she starts to do a serious amount of damage and contribute to team fights. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Shadow Fiend's picking up their tower uncontested. As I said before, he's easily getting the CS, he's easily getting the right click damage in. And in fact, 2 towers gone down. Top 3 towers almost going down. We see some damage going down on the bottom lane from the Troll, having used his ult in the combination of rotation and from Kunkka as well as a Doom there. Going in the way of the Troll. That's probably reasonably smart. It would have been better on the Kunkka, but hey, this Troll has picked up a reasonable amount of farm. He has got his helmet, the Dominator. He is poised to pick up a Satanic if he needs to. He has got a bit of farm, so he could be an answer to the Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is on retreat. Necrolite could probably pick this guy if he had a scythe up, but of course his scythe is down, so there's not much he can do about that. Meanwhile, this Lifestealer, he did this 9 or 8 minute pickup of Hanamitis, but since then he's only really picked up face boots. I would have expected him now to be part way towards his amulet, and he is kind of there, but not enough. Meanwhile, the Troll looking to pick off Roshan by himself. He is surrounded by the enemy. Do they see him? They do. They go in. They go to pick him off. There's a number of abilities being used and a pause going down from Dome. This is a dead Troll. There's no question here. He's got Roshan wailing on him. He's got Shadow Fiend wailing on him. The scythe is being used, so there's no chance that this guy's going to survive. Anyway, this is not as eventful as I thought it would be, guys. And I do apologise for those who are watching on the Twitch channel. You guys that follow me know that I normally do Drunk Dota Fridays, and it is normally quite entertaining. So I guess hey, they can't all be entertaining. In any case, let's do some quick plugins here for a variety of groups. Doing a plugin for myself that you can see on your screen now. There is a plugin for Twitch TV, and there is a plugin for Dota YouTube channels. The game resumed. The game did resume, and what happened? We see the Troll was killed as we were expecting, without a problem. And they could probably take this Roshan, but they're not looking to take him just yet. No, they are. They're waiting for the lifestealer to come in and tank it. And easy pickup. We see a Conquer boat and potentially X marks the spot. He's trying to right click down as many as he can, but he's on his own. He's got no follow through. And lifestealer goes down the Rashon. There's an explosion from the Shadow Fiend dealt. They picks off at least one hero. Rubik picking up a kill. 2 kills, which is very unusual with that Fade Bolt. No one getting Roshan, and everyone retreating, having licked their wounds. And I would call that in the favour of the Dire, actually. Even though they got ambushed, even though they killed, they stopped that troll from getting it, so it's a 3 for 2. And just as I say that, the troll's looking to go back in and pick up this Roshan. Uncontested. He should get this now. He's got that lifesteal. He's got that Helm of the Dominator. He should have picked up a crit creep. If you're watching this and you want to know how you use the Helm of the Dominator, you want to make sure you've picked up a creep before you do Roshan, because at the very least he can take a couple of hits, you know. But in this case, you could have picked up the 20% extra damage. Be well and done, but they do pick it up. This rotation in here from all the Dire. They're looking to pick someone. There's a scream, and there's a scream. Oh, this is going down very, very badly for the Radiant. They're getting the troll. Oh my God. So many abilities being used. Troll picking off at least one hero. He's looking to try and pick up the Shadow Demon and this Rubik. But no, he overextends. He does pick off the Shadow Fiend, but as a result he may die. But Doom comes in to save the day. He does throw down the Doom on the Lifestealer. So the Lifestealer's getting away. And Rubik looking for an escape, but he can't seem to find one. In fact, he uses an ability, which was a bit of a mistake, I guess. Although someone has picked up, look, kills all over the place. Lifestealer being picked off, Lifestealer picking off Doom, a boat going down, a bow strike, which seems really, really random. All kinds of random abilities going down. It is reasonably close, but let's have a look at the graphs, because I did miss a number of those kills in terms of who was on top and who wasn't. The graphs say, oh look, you can see on my screen there, another pick off there. It's all in the favour of the Dire. Both graphs say it's Dire at this stage, and even though it's only a 10 to 13, that's a substantial lead given that they had first blood. So expecting to see a bit of a steamroll effect happening probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Sorry guys, and I'm back, and we can see there just an escape there from the Queen of Plains, showing her flexibility with that blink, how powerful it can be. Being hunted down by the Shadow Fiend, but unfortunately he couldn't land that last hit. We have Doom coming in with his ult ready in 13 seconds, so he's looking to probably doom this guy, but you know, Shadow Fiend doing what he does best. Shadow walking over there with the help of their dagger and just backing up and waiting for the right opportunity.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, this Lifestealer, he's out of position, he's on his own, he's going to get picked off if he's not careful. He toggles that armlet to try and escape. There's an X marks the spot, but there's not going to be enough. Oh, excellent toggling. He toggles, amazingly toggling, but just not enough. Just too much damage coming out of this opposing team. There's 3 heroes there. He did toggle exceptionally well, but it didn't pay off.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be. That is for certain. Like Axe, the Dire structures cannot be. Radiant's bottom tower is under
This troll looking to build his BKB very, very early, and he's going to be a bit of a problem if he gets this BKB. The only lockdown they have for this troll wall, it is in the form of open wounds, is in the form of the Rubik telekinesis and the Miranda bullet, and if he arrow, and if he does get that BKB up, it means that they're not going to be able to shut him down as easily. And he's looking for a kill here. Yeah, 2 rotations in here. Nice stun here from Rubik. Although now he's out of position. There's a Boris strike. There's an ult. There's all kinds of abilities going down now. 1 for none, which I'm very, very surprised. And we see everyone rotating in now. They're on the retreat. They're beating their feet. They're trying to escape. Is there going to be enough room for them to be able to get away? They're looking for an avenue to escape. And they do get picked up. Oh, he turns to fight for some reason.
Was not
He turns to fight for some reason, and he does get picked off, and that is going to be a tier 2 tower. If not some pressure on the tier 3 tower. So a bad play there by Kunkka. He should have just kept running,
Radiant's top tower
but he chose to turn and engage for some reason. Meanwhile, you can see now in the mid lane, the tower situation-wise, the Dire is sitting very, very comfortably, only having lost this bottom lane tower, whereas the Radiant feeling very, very cautious now, down to just 2 single tier 2s in the mid and the bottom lane, looking to push out the lanes, and that's just their control and sphere of influence being much, much smaller now. You know, I don't want to say it, but you know, this choice of putting the Doom into the tri lane in the jungling kind of position really isn't paying off. And even though this Dire team doesn't have as much lockdown as some teams, they have just enough in the form of that telekinesis, in the form of that open wounds, and that Marina bullet, and also you know the good use here from the scythe from the Necrolite. So it's all really paying off. They're doing very, very well, and the graph will say that as well. Yeah, it does. Both graphs say that it's near a steamrolling effect. They haven't quite hit that 10k mark yet, but they're just one team fight away. We'll talk quickly now about this troll. Building towards a BKB. You know, troll being one of these heroes I don't think we see enough of in a lot of games. He has this great potential with his ult, not just to be solo damaging, but you know, I've played troll as I had before when I was forced to. I played troll as this kind of support build, and his ult is global, so it doesn't really matter what's going on as long as he's paying attention to the team fights. He can turn a team fight simply just by cracking his ult. And so I think this choice of troll was very, very smart, given that he's also got a number of other melee heroes in his team, Queen of Pain and Kunkka being the obvious pair. We can here see Shadowfang. He has smoked up with the Lifestealer in the top lane. No, he's not smoked up. I should say he's invisible. He was looking for somebody. We can't find anybody. You know, and that's unfortunate. That's what you want to do when you've got a Shadowfang with a Shadow Blade. You want to find someone every time you use it, and he has got minimal mana, so it's not like he can crack out a lot of DPS. But he is now farming, and it looks like he is farming for a BKB also. So this is going to be a game where both teams are farming for BKB. No one's farming for damage dealing items, so it's a survivability item, and we're going to see a lot of focused damage plays. You know, this troll's he's going to pop his BKB, he's going to get focused down, or Shadowfang's going to pop his BKB, he's going to get focused down because they know that they need to kill. Those are the two heroes they need to kill in this particular matchup. Morana using her ult as an escape mechanism a bit too aggressively, but she does land an arrow on Amiga, a great arrow. But unfortunately no follow through. I guess they didn't know the arrow was going to land. We do however have a Shadow Bomb in the form of a Shadow Fiend and a Lifestealer. They're looking for blood. They sense a kill. He comes out of Shadow Walk. He is going to be able to do it again in about 1 second, and he doesn't need to. Early explosion there, but it doesn't really matter. This troll, he's got no way to survive all that DPS. He cracked his DKB, but it's not enough. There's too much right clicking coming out of the team. And they've done what they needed to do. This is a victory right now. They could back out and just regroup, but they're looking to press their advantage, make the Radiant pay for that early pickup on the troll, and maybe push some pressure on this mid tower. You know, Queen of Pain failing a little bit in terms of, you know, if I was going to do some analysis here, Queen of Pain not doing as nearly as well as she needs to in order to help this team come to the turning point. You know, good pickup here on the Sand King. He is support. He's picking up his wards and all the items he needs to be picking up. Queen of Pain lagging a little bit. Doom also lagging a little bit. Meanwhile, Kunkka, he's kind of on path. He should be looking towards get that Shadow Blade or at least that Daedalus right now, but he is a little bit behind. Necrolite looking to build that mechanism very, very, very early, but also at the same time she's got a perseverance and an energy booster, so I have no idea what's going on with this Necrolite. You know, he could have actually had something that was more useful, but I guess it's working. He's doing well. Their team's winning. Find it hard sometimes to criticize teams that are winning, you know, with their unusual build items and terms of pickups. The only person I could say that's doing very, very well here on the Radiant team is probably, I want to say Doom, just because he's got a Shadow Blade, but probably this Troll, because he has got a BKB. And we see another Infest here going onto this Shadow Fiend. He is looking to bomb out again.
Dire structures can take all the hurt Radiant cares to heap upon it.
And 5 heroes are pretty much driven back by Shadow Fiend, and there's an explosion here. There's a Doom going on to somebody. There's abilities going everywhere. A boat and a scream. There's an epicenter. Who goes down? It's Sand King first, followed quickly by, oh, it looks like a Shadow Fiend, but it's a Queen of Pain. Shadow Fiend just getting out here. In fact, it's 3 for none. Dire picking up all these kills. Necrolite doing his damage with his heart something aura. Yeah, Heartstop aura, and all those pulses just proving to be too much. Radiant is on the retreat, and they're actually, this is going to be a tier 2, if not a tier 3 tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, look, the Radiant want a GG out now. This is a pub game, so they can't.
Tower falls.
But it does look like it's going to be a tier 3. Just too much damage coming out of this Shadow Demon. Yasha now being picked up with a partial BKB, or at least Desolator build on the Morana. Basher Basher on the Lifestealer, they are going to Rex mid. There's nothing that these guys can do. They're trying to contest. Instead, what they're going to do is what I see many, oh, maybe not. What we see in a lot of games is they go to try and stop this mid-Rexing situation. They end up throwing their lives away and end up giving away the game even more. And it looks like they could potentially do that, given that they're so far on the back foot. Oh, and all this damage coming out of lives. See all that damage coming to Shadow Fiend, right-clicking them down, followed up with a scythe on at least one of them. They have, however, lost 3 heroes. Shadow Fiend's still there though. He's looking to escape. He has been dusted, and that just leaves Morana. So they have driven them off. They have repelled that attack, but it has been at the cost of one of their racks. In all honesty, I was expecting there to be a double racks and a clean through by the Dire team, but unfortunately they were repelled by a combination of abilities from a number of heroes. So well done there by the Radiant. They can still come back from this if they just play very, very smart. But you can see here this great deep warding by the Dire team. They're going to know what's going on for at least 6 minutes with their deep ward penetration. So, you know, hey, Radiant, you need to lift your game. You need to sort of counter push it either mid or one of the side lanes and get a Rax in order to equate this game. Not sure if you guys heard me earlier, but as I was saying, great deep warding here by the Dire team. The great penetration with this deep ward. I think this is going to give them 6 minutes of vision in the mid lane, and this Radiant team really need to pick up their game and sort of get their own Rax, get a Rax back in order to equate this game. Otherwise, this is clearly going to go all in the Dire's favour. Looks like Dire's here positioning here for another Roshan. Not sure if they can do it. Well, I'm not sure if they can do it. There's just too much damage. Can they do it? This would be a nice pickup for them if they can. They've got the damage, they just don't seem to have the tank ability. And we see Doom walking in there with invisibility. He dooms down the Shadow Fiend. Great choice of abilities. There's a Rubik pickup. There's an Amarana ult. There's all kinds of ults going on. It looks like there's a full backup from everybody. Nobody having enough damage in order to finish off this fight. There's a bit of a retreat here. Rubik having stole the Doom, and it is going to result in a death. There's not much he can do about it. There's also an open wounds onto the Queen of Pain. Dire making the best out of the situation. taking a lot of damage from a lot of heroes, but they pick off those kills easily. Easy, a third kill, second kill I should say, easy kill, 3 for 1. Easy pick-offs here, easy peasy, and they are going to go back to Roshan, I think, and get Roshan. No? Come on, guys. Tell me what you're going to do. Yep, they're looking to rotate in and pick up Roshan. He's taking a bit of damage, so... So well played here by the Dire team. They managed to get this engagement very smoothly, much better than I was expecting them to do so. Good. I get what you say. Good perseverance with the Shinafine. He was doomed, but he did stick around and look to pick off, or at least add his DPS to a team fight where he could, and that paid off. He was close enough in that engagement in order to, I guess you could say, engage the enemy and apply his DPS where he needed to, and that swung even more in their favour. As you can see on your screen right now, Shinafine saying that he had free farm, and that's pretty much what happens when you don't allow the other team to reconnect. You've got to remember here that Queen of Pain was disconnected for a number of minutes, which gave that Shinafine lots and lots of free farm. So it's not like they didn't try to stop him, it's just that, wow, good scream there, followed by lots of right clicking, open wounds. Cooker's going to go down, he can't escape all this damage. The troll comes in and actually body blocks him, and as a result is probably also going to die. There's an infest here. Oh, and an epicenter followed by all manner of abilities. They're really trying to get down this guy. He's right clicking him down, and it is a good trade off for 3 for 3. Yeah, so they did a good trade off, but they still haven't managed to get any racks. They're under a lot of pressure. So let's have a look at the graphs. Let's see what the graphs say. The graphs say you should be uninstalling Dota right now and going home because it's all in the favour of the Dire. This Amiga here, which is not me, I might add, Amiga here being you might say this linchpin of this non-working strategy of putting him in the jungle to slash bull. I'm not a favour of him being in the tri-lane position, but he was, and Shinafine getting so much free farm thanks to the Dire team not allowing the Radiant Queen of Pain to reconnect for a number of minutes. Well, not waiting for him to reconnect, and just looking to get their free farm. And as a result, he steamed out of control. Although there's a bit of a rotation in here, they haven't got dust, so he just walks away. Great place here. Little disappointed in how this Kunkka worked out. He was solo lane. He did have a bit of a tough time in terms of picking up some CS, but he should have been able to stay close. And yeah, look at that. We talked about this earlier. Miranda picking up that Desolator. She's got that Desolator, and she's just going to be cracking a lot of damage, a lot of support DPS, just simply by being around. Yeah. And she's trying her best to escape from this 5-man gank squad. But, no one can 5-man Dota 1v5. As we're saying, Miranda picking up that crucial support item, which is Desolator. And a lot of people go, why is that a crucial support item for Miranda? She doesn't have a high level of single target DPS to start with, but, her ability to add that that armor debuff to the team just makes her even better, considering that she can come out of nowhere with a Moonlight Shadow ult and just help you just gank. We can see here now that Radiant making some small tiny gains back in the graph wise. That has plateaued in the favour of the Dire. If Radiant play very smart in the next team engagement, they can turn this around. Though from where I'm sitting, it looks like it's all in the Dire's favour. How can you come back from this? Dire have this massive Golden XP advantage. Let's just take a look at the items. You can see here, item-wise, everyone completely beats what you expect at the 32-minute mark. But in terms of secondary items, Radiant sitting on very little utility items, some utility items, but this here, Blink Dagger, Gem of True Sight on the Radiant tells me that it's all in the Radiant's favour if they can keep this Rubik alive. Man, so much going on. I don't know what to talk about here. You know, this is the first cast I've done for a number of days, and I was away, so I am feeling a little rusty. But you can just see here, Troll getting free farm, Doom getting free farm, everyone getting free farm, but just when it comes to the team fights, Dyer is just performing so much better. Well, and have a look at this. Have a look at this life stealer. He's got an armlet. He's got a basher. He's got a heaven's halberd. You know, Rubik's got this gem and blink dagger. They've got this desolator on the Morana. So it's just that coupled with the fact they've got other heroes means they're doing well. And this Lich with his mech and Bloodstone is going to be so difficult. He's going to be so tanky, and this is going to create a lot of problems for the Radiant team now. It is officially at a steamroll type situation. Yeah, it is officially a steamroll by Amiga standards, and they need to outright win the next team fight, the Radiant that is, if they think they have a chance in order to repel this assault. What's going to happen is a wave's going to come down from the Dire. They're going to catch them potentially out of position and kill them all. And that's what I think is going to happen. And that's going to be the end of the game if they are uncareful, if Radiant are uncareful. Meanwhile, the Radiant, all they're looking for is a position to pick off not one, but two, not two, but 3 or 4 heroes. And if they can do that, oh, look at that. An explosion with a bomb. Mistimed here from SV, but it's not enough. There's no follow through to finish him off. He ults. There's an epicenter, but there's no coordination here from the Radiant team. They are going down. It's 3-0. Easy pickoffs. Lifesteal is doomed, but he's just going to take it and just outlast the Doom damage. And that is, like I said before, they're going to come in and kill everyone. Exactly as I was expecting them to do so. They came in. They took them all out, and now they're going to take this Rax, and it is a end of game. I don't see how you come back from this. Big misplay from Radiant. They had all these ults. They didn't coordinate their abilities, and that meant that the Dire could survive. You know, we had so many people of the Dire team sitting on less than 10% hit points, and they just survived through that because there was no coordination of abilities. You know. Not what to say. Easy pick up here by the Dire team. They performed very well. Got the right items on the right heroes at the right time with Desolator on Morana. He don't even need a Bloodstone, but you know the mech on the thingy, the mech on the. Oh, look at it! They're just throwing them seems so well now. They're all coming in for a bit of a battle. It's not really working out. In fact, it is going to be a. Oh wow! He's trying his best, Troll, but just not enough DPS. And it looks like they have been double raxed. The Die could have got a triple rax here, but now they're in that fun mode where they just want a graveyard farm or well farm. They're not actually looking to end the game. And that's because it is pub. But you know, Rana and Lifestealer and Shadowfiend looking to end the game, and that is GG. Was your favourite caster, hopefully Amiga Kai, bringing to you a random Friday night drunken game. If you can't tell, I'm pretty cut. On your screen there you can see a link to my YouTube channel and to my Twitch channel. If you like what you saw or you want to at least support me and hopefully see me go further, hit like, hit subscribe, because the more likes and subscribes I get, the more potential I have in order to attract more premium events. Thanks for your your patronage and your following. I just want to say thanks to those guys who are currently watching on the stream. I can see 2 of you there, and to those guys watching later on. Peace. And if you want to see me more casting, there is the Kiwi Challenge Series 2 semi-final event happening this weekend. I will be casting some of those, and also the finals happening next weekend, which I will also be casting some of those, although I do have some prior engagements, so we'll see how good I can do.